Alrighty, what's up, everybody? Peter Joseph here for a Tuesday night video. If you're in the Northeast, Tuesday night. Tuesday evening, it's 7 o'clock. I guess you can call it Tuesday night. But anyway, your Tuesday night video right here on the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe, hit the bell, all that good shit. That's pretty much what it is. I'm not going to do my big spiel like I usually do, because I don't feel like doing it. And that's pretty much it. Alright, we're a couple of days away, I would say about 24 to 36 hours away from Thanksgiving, where we stuff our faces and watch football, and then go out to the stores and act like an asshole at the mall, or retail stores, wherever you may be going this weekend, for the start of the holiday shopping season. So pretty much after Thursday, we're pretty much a month away from the greatest day in the world and Christmas. So, counting down those days, man. We're almost there. We're almost a month away from Christmas. So, get ready. Get ready. It's going to be hopefully a good holiday season for you. And if not, well, too bad. Too bad for you, because some of you need you know what you need. That's all I'm going to say about that. But we move on with that. Anyway, it's Tuesday night. You know what that means. We've got NXT coming up in about 35 minutes. Should be a good show. The lassie from Ireland, Lila Valkyria, taking on Xia Li, who got beat by Becky Lynch last night on Raw. Xia goes to NXT, and she will vie for the NXT Women's Championship. See how that goes. I think we all know Liva's going to win. But we'll see what happens with that. We got some more Iron Survivor qualifying matches tonight. Per JBL. I don't know the matches. I didn't, read the spoilers or anything like that. So I'm just going to find out when you find out. But it should be a good show. Probably more on the Chase U scandal with Mr. Chase and maybe JC Jane and company. We'll see what happens with that. Maybe more with Tony, that coincides with my cousin Tony D'Angelo and Stax, the tag team champions. And that woman, by the way, has a name. I forgot the name, but she does have a name. I think it's Anna or Ariel, something like that. I think it's Anna or something, I forget. Some Italian name, I think, but she was announced to have a new name, so she's going to be part of the Tony D'Angelo family, I guess. She is from NIL, by the way, so next in line, that's what NIL means, which I think is a stupid name, but whatever it is. So we got all that, and probably more on the Trick Williams, Lexis King, Mello situation. I don't know what's that's going. More on Ilya Dragunov and Baron Snorbin Corbin. And a whole lot more tonight on NXT. And that's pretty much it. And I will hopefully be doing my NXT review on the Peter Joseph channel later on tonight. So, you get your Taco Tuesday, 2 for Tuesday. But I don't eat tacos, I just do a 2 for Tuesday. But it is what it is. And that's that. We move on with that. Alright, so on this rainy, windy, it is raining like cats and dogs here in the Northeast, so whatever you may be, it is pouring, it is windy, getting warmer, which is nice, so it's not snow, God forbid. Hopefully my, rich man's dish doesn't go out tonight watching, NXT, because usually when it rains and wind, it goes off. Where satellite TV is. What are you gonna do? Good thing I have a backup stream waiting, ready to watch NXT. So, I don't have to miss anything. But in any case, I think the wind's gonna die down by later tonight anyway. It was supposed to rain. It was supposed to start raining really bad tonight, and now it's like almost 7:30 in the evening, and it's raining like cats and dogs. But it started like 2-3 o'clock this afternoon. So, And it's supposed to rain tomorrow, which sucks. It's gonna be like 60 degrees and then start dropping. But then Thanksgiving's gonna be nice, but a little bit chilly for the Thanksgiving parade and all that other good stuff. So pretty much, as we go into the greatest month in the world, December, the temperatures are gonna be, kind of up and down like my dick in your mama's ass. But as we hit the winter season, right before the greatest day in the world and Christmas, not gonna be that bad. There is gonna be some days it's gonna be really cold, like this Sunday. But it's gonna kind of fluctuate, and maybe you might get some sleet or freezing rain in December as we go into the new year. It's gonna start off really cold as it usually is. But we might get a 50-degree day here in New York City, 55 at most. So it's not gonna be that cold as we start the winter, but I think as we go into January, woohoo! I just don't even want to talk about that S word, and that's not sex. Well, I always want to talk about that, but with ladies. But anyway, I don't want to talk about snow until like February or March, depending on what that hedgehog does on February the 2nd. But we'll see what happens with that. All right. It's Tuesday night, like I said, November the 21st, 2023. Thank you for watching right here on the Kill with Demons channel. My name is Peter Joseph. If you didn't know that by now you do. And then, if this is your first time watching, well, welcome to the fucking party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. If not, go fuck yourself. Get out. Go on somebody else's channel and do your bullshit. You're not gonna do it here. Or in real life either, so. You're not, because you're, all these people that do this stuff, they want to threaten people and, just basic BS. That's what it is. Basic BS. They want to ruin their lives so bad by doing this shit. Don't cry to me when you're in a slammer, you're eating 3 square meals a day, because it's not going to be us doing it. Tell you that much. You want to harass us, we have a right to harass you back. And if you get pissy about it, don't cry. Don't cry. That's why they call it karma, because it comes back to you tenfold. Let me move on. Alright, so on this Tuesday night, it is time for your late and out-of-date Monday night Raw review for November the 20th, 2023, the Raw Go-Home show before this Saturday night's Survivor Series War Games event from Chicago, Illinois, at the Allstate Arena. Oh, you thought it was the United Center, right? I did too, but Allstate Arena is not a great place to go, but wherever you're gonna go, I mean, they can fit that double ring, double cage, then by all means do it. Alright, so like I said, this is the final Raw before Survivor Series. We got a live SmackDown on Friday from Chicago on FS1, so that means the ratings will suck. And it is what it is. And then, Collision will be going head-to-head with Survivor Series. I mean, Collision's ratings, which were bad last Friday, really bad. The lowest rating ever for Collision. That's what happens when you put a pay-per-view on Saturday, Tony Khan. You idiot. Same thing for you, Hunter and Nick Khan. Saturday night's alright for fighting, and it's alright to watch some wrestling, but not a pay-per-view. Who wants to watch a 3 to 5, 6 hour pay-per-view? Unless it's WrestleMania, then I can understand that, but other than that, nobody wants to really stay home on Saturday night watching a pay-per-view. They want to go out to the club, they want to go out to the bar and hang out and, do what they gotta do. Or just stay home and relax. But, it is what it is. That's why, AEW's ratings stink. Whether it be on Friday nights or Saturday. Which used to be a hotbed of wrestling night. Saturday night's main event every once in a while. WCW Saturday night. Which was epic back in the day. And now, We got Collision, which barely gets like 225,000 views. Even on a Friday night? Holy shit. Because SmackDown killed it. We all knew that was going to happen. We all knew that. And it's going to happen probably at the end of next month. December the 29th, SmackDown and Collision and Rampage. All in one fucking night. And Tony Khan's going to have a meltdown. Because she's putting a pay-per-view on a Saturday. I know it's, the next day is New Year's Eve, and you don't want to put a freaking pay-per-view on New Year's Eve. Or on New Year's Day, like, remember what, Day 1? That stupid pay-per-view that it was? I hated that. I hated Day 1. Day 1 was stupid. Why you put a pay-per-view on New Year's Day? When everybody's out drunk the day before. Makes no sense to me. God bless all those fans that went to that event. Most of them are probably, coming off their hangover. Or they were probably still drunk. But then again, they're probably coming off their hangover and then like 5 more beers at the fucking place. Should not have a fucking pay-per-view on a holiday. I don't care what holiday it is. If it's Easter or whatever. Don't do it. But then next thing you know, they're going to have a pay-per-view on Christmas. So maybe, maybe I should shut up. But yeah, knowing Tony Khan and knowing WWE and maybe Impact, they'll do something stupid like that. I mean, Final Battle was 2 days before my birthday, actually, one year. I think it was 2012. I think it was Final Battle 2012. It was, like, right before my birthday. Like, maybe a day or two before my birthday. That was a good birthday present, by the way. Going to see that and Ladder War 4. Steen and Generico beating the fuck out of each other. And Roddy almost coming in me and Rose's lap. Still owes me a Coke, by the way. But that's the past. I mean, that's almost 12 years. Well, going on 12 years. I mean, it's 2012, almost 2024 right now. But I digress. But, yeah. But, yeah, I mean, Thursday we're getting Impact and Ring of Honor. Well, who's going to watch it? Nobody's going to watch it. You know what we're going to be watching? The Niners destroy the Seacocks! That's what we're going to watch. Oh, yeah, and, Mr. Quarterback for the, what's his name? Geno Smith. Hey, Geno! I heard you hurt your leg. Oh, poor baby. No, not his leg. His elbow. Poor baby. You just don't want to face the Niners and know you're going to get your ass handed to you again. And then 3 weeks later, you're going to get another, actually 2 weeks later, you're going to get another beating. So if we don't put you in the turf Thursday night, we're going to definitely do it in Santa Clara in 2 weeks, in week 14. Or 15, whatever week it is. 14, 15, 16, whatever. The Seacocks are going to be done after Thursday. Really, after week 15. The Niners win those 2 games against the Seacocks. It is over. Give us the NFC West title and a number 2 and number 3 seed. As long as the Lions... I so wanted the fucking Eagles to lose them all last night, and they somehow came back to win. Fuck! Yeah, get your number 1 seed and freaking... home field to the playoffs like you got last year, but this time it's different. It's different. The Niners are a much better team this year, my friends. So, if you want to face us in the NFC title game, you better not choke. I would love for the Eagles to choke. I would love it so much. Like they did in the Super Bowl. But I digress. I digress on that. And by the way, to the head coach of the Eagles, fuck you, motherfucker. Your team is over-fucking rated. They're overrated, overpriced cheaters. You had to take out Brock Purdy last year because he was so red hot. Like he's doing again. Last 3 weeks. Boom, boom, boom. Good. Actually, the last 2 weeks. I should say 3, but 2. But Brock is on fire right now. The Niners are red hot again. But their schedule isn't easy. I know. Seattle, Thursday. December the 3rd, in that shithole in Philadelphia. Then another game against Seattle, that's in Santa Clara. Then we got the Arizona Cardinals, winnable game. The Ravens, possible winnable game. Washington, I would say a winnable game. The Rams at home to end the season, possible winnable game because the Rams suck. And their star wide receiver, Cooper Kupp, is basically injured again, probably out for the season, I hope. Sucks to be you saying those, right? That's what happens. That's what fucking happens when you cheat in the NFC title game 2 years ago. Just the Niners let you guys off the hook. We had an easy fucking interception, the guy drops it. Could have won the game, could have went to the Super Bowl. Could have won that Super Bowl because I forgot who was in that Super Bowl, but we should have won that too. Should have won against the Chiefs, that one too, but I don't want to discuss that one. That has too many bad memories. For other reasons I will not discuss. But we move on. Alright, enough about that bullshit, I talk way more than enough. Alright, so Monday Night Raw emanated from the Van Andel Arena in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And our commentary team, as always on Monday Night Raw, Mitchell Cole and Bad News Wade Barrett. Let Floyd got some bad fucking news for you, sunshine. That's pretty much it. Alright. So it wasn't really a great show. There was one epic fucking segment. And some good stuff. There was some good and bad. So it wasn't a perfect show, but still, it is what it is. Alright, so we start off with a recap of last week where Drew McIntyre cost Cody and Jey Uso the tag team belts from the law firm of Finn and Priest, and then joins up with the Judgment Day to be the fifth guy in that 5-on-5 War Games match. So we got that. So we start off with Drew in the ring. The fans are booing him, almost like Dominic Guerrero, is he? And Drew's like, I'm not Dominic Guerrero, but you need to let me talk. So fans kind of shut up for a little bit. So Drew's like, I'm more upset about what I did last week, than this week. And basically, he says, if you turn on me, you were never a fan in the first place. And pretty much says, he doesn't really give a shit about you, Marks. Talks about last week, he looked Jey Uso in the face and laid him out with that Claymore kick. Which is more than Jey ever did for him. Oh boy. And he talks about Cody was caught in the crossfire. But Cody brought Jey to Raw. So then he talks about, well, why did he go to SmackDown and beat up Jimmy and Solo? Yeah, I want to know that, Cody. Why'd you do that? That wasn't even your show, you fucking idiot. So then Drew brings up Clash of the Castle, where he lost to Roman in front of his fans and family, thanks to Solo and the rest of the bloodline. And clarifies to us that he has not joined Judgment Day, but he'll team with them at War Games. We'll see about that. I still think JD McStupido is going to get kicked out, and Drew's going to be slide right in. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, he says, Mommy Rhea Ripley, let him have Jey in a cage. Okay. And then Jey Uso comes out to interrupt. Jey says Drew needs to let it go. Let it go. Okay, I'm not going to sing. But then the rest of the Judgment Day come out. Finn, Priest, Dom Dom, Mysterio, and, JD McFlurry, McStupido. They all come out. And then, Cody's team comes out. Seth Rollins, Cody, Sammy, and then Jay's Lair in the ring. They come out to even the odds a little bit, even though it's a 5-on-4. But then Adam Pearce is there. I'm like, where did he come from? And he says, War Games is on this Saturday, and if anyone throws a punch, their team automatically loses the advantage, which is going to be later on in the night. So Pearce tells Cody, you need a fifth member by the end of the night. And he says, in about 45 minutes from now, you two teams need to decide on a member to face off in the advantage match. So that's that. So that ends that, and everybody leaves. So I gave that first segment was good. So I gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. And then we go to the back, in Judgment Day's locker room. Damian and Mommy chat about Drew being added to the team. Priest says, that's good business. I like it. But, you should have consulted with the rest of us before you did that. Just saying. Because, I'm the leader here. I'm leading my team into that double cage. You should have, kind of informed us about that. So Rhea's like, I get it. It's cool. Let's just handle Judgment Day business. So Papi Priest also thinks that he should be in the advantage match, but Mommy says they should wait for Drew, see what he thinks about that. And Priest is like, okay, that seems to work. Okay, so you wanted to be in a match, and then Mommy's like, oh, let's talk to Drew, and then you're like, oh, yeah, okay. Okay. Kind of confusing, but okay. Alright, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars, and we move on with that. Alright, then we go to our first match of the night. Big, beefy women smacking whatever they want to smack in that ring. We have Nia Jax against Raquel Rodriguez. 9-minute suckfest. Raquel tried to hit a Samoan drop on Nia Jax, but she's too fat to do it. Look, like Raquel would have broke her back in the unconventional way. And then Nia tries to go for the Annihilator. I don't know what even that is. I think it's counted into a powerbomb attempt, but once again, Raquel's back gives out, and Nia just squashed her right by the turnbuckle. Then she goes up, hits the Annihilator, which is the Banzai drop, made famous by another great man. That's Yokozuna. So Nia gets the win, 1, 2, 3 in a match I didn't really give 2 fucks about. And I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. And we will move on. Alright, then we get a video on Xia Li. Okay. Alright, after that, we go back to Judgment Day, who is now with Drew McIntyre. They have a little chat about the advantage match. So Drew and Papi Priest are kind of like eye to eye. You can smell the tension right there, right in the middle. Almost like hot butter. They don't see eye to eye on anything. But Priest's like, alright Drew, you want the advantage so much, you go out and you better do it. Show your worth. That's pretty much it. So Drew McIntyre is now going to be in the advantage match against whatever member of Cody's team. And if you watched the segment earlier, him and Jay were like going right at it. So I'm like, yep, Jay and Drew in the main event in the advantage match. Writes itself. And that's pretty much it for that. Alright, so I get that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we get a recap of how the women's War Games match was set up with Team Damage Control against Team Bianca. Now that Becky is now in 4-on-4 match. I thought it was going to be a 5-on-5. I mean, whatever happens on SmackDown, I don't know, but we'll see. So we get that. And then we go to the back again. We see Cody's team and company. They're not sure who should face Drew, but then Jey Uso's like, I want to hurt him the most, and I want to get the advantage. I want the match. I want to get the advantage for my team. So, that out of the way. We still need a fit partner, and everybody's like, oh, you guys call anybody? Call anybody? Sammy's like, yeah, I called my good friend Kevin. He can't do it because he's on SmackDown. Seth's like, I can't find anybody. And then Cody's like, well, I'm going to call an old friend that has a legacy with him. I wonder who that could be. But we get all that, and that's pretty much it. Alright, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars, and we move on. Alright, after that, we go to the women once again. A lot of women on the show tonight, huh? Oh, not tonight, just last night. So we have the man! Becky Lynch, taking on Xia Li. back and forth match. Like I said, I'm not going to go into everything because we got to get ready for NXT. Or I'll do more analysis. Or analysis. Don't take that the wrong way because, you know, it is what it is. I don't put it in the pooper. I don't like that. I mean, it's just nasty. But if you like it, good. Go to Brazil. That's where a lot of that happens. But you want to put it in the pooper, go to Brazil. Because the ladies love it. But I digress. But anyway, we move on. Alright, so it's kind of a back and forth match. Back and forth they went. We got a trip to the top rope. Gets counted into a superplex by Becky for a near fall. And Wade Barrett, I don't know what you were talking about, saying that this is a WrestleMania-type main event. Are you been smoking again? Were you drinking that tea? I don't know there, Wade Barrett. You say some off-the-wall things. But Xia Li and Becky, a WrestleMania-type main event match? No. No. That's, like, curtain jerker to like, maybe the mid-card. Not main event. Xia Li is not a main eventer. She is basically a jobber. And she is basically, you know, not even worthy of a main event. I'm sorry. But it is what it is. We move on. But no, not main event worthy. No. Sorry, Wade Barrett. You're my boy and everything, but no. Shh. Silencio, por favor. Cállate la boca. But, like, digress. Alright, Becky goes for the manhandle slam, gets blocked. Xia manages that big spin kick of hers. Knocks Becky the fuck out. And she kind of like boxed, because I think she was supposed to go out, and she kind of like gets hung up on the rope a little bit, and then Xia's like, oh, get out of here. And then Becky is like knocked out. Referee's like, he doesn't know what to do. He's like, should I call the match? And Becky's like kind of crawling to the announce table. And the referee's like, oh, match continues. Xia Li goes out, tries to do more damage, but gets sent into the ring post. Ow. And then the referee goes in, tries to count him out. Both beat the count. And then Becky, with a very quick manhandle slam, 1, 2, 3, in over 13 and a half minutes. Excuse me. Becky gets the win. That's that. Match was alright. 2.5 out of 5 stars. And then after the match, Damage Control comes down from the crowd. And about to hit the ring, but then the rest of Becky's team, Charlotte, Shotzi, and Bianca Belair, they come in and humongous brawl ensues. Make a cat fight! And the referees have to all break it up like that's gonna work. And Friday night SmackDown, we're gonna have the women's advantage match. I wonder who that's can be. Who would you put in that? I would put Bayley in that, because I have a feeling that Bianca's team's gonna get the advantage anyway. And they're gonna win anyway, because I really think Bayley's gonna take the pin. Obviously. And then bye-bye Bayley. Bayley's gonna go back to being a hugger. Most likely, if you've seen her at the house shows. She's kind of teasing that hugging gimmick again. I'm a hug, give me a hug. And then her and possibly Dakota Kai are going to go after, or maybe get another member, I don't know who that could be, and then go after the Black Lotus Triad, Asuka, Io, and Kairi. Like that's going to work. So we'll have to see what happens at the Survivor Series. I think the Black Lotus Triad, will start running amok in WWE as we go to December and through January, and we'll see what Io does at the Royal Rumble. Because Kairi and Kairi and Asuka possibly will be in the Royal Rumble. They're not going to win it, obviously. I would love for Kairi to win it, but probably not. But I really think the Black Lotus Triad is going to have an amazing 2024. Io's going to remain champ probably till WrestleMania. And I really think Asuka's finally going to get her WrestleMania moment. And it's going to happen with her best friend, her sister Kairi. And they're going to win the Women's Tag Team belts. If it's not at WrestleMania, it should be. But I would do that. I would book that match in a heartbeat. Bring back the Kabuki Warriors, let them win the belts for the 4th time. I believe the 4th time, 3rd or 4th time. And then I'm just run with the belts. Let them have a long as fuck run. I'm just worried that Kairi might get hurt. I'm hoping not Saturday night. I really hope that she does not get hurt. Or Asuka, or even Io. But it's gonna be brutal. You know Io's gonna do something crazy off the top of the cage that she did the last 4 years that she's been in War Games. But she is the first female to be in pretty much every War Games match. That's crazy. Same thing with Jay. Jay's the first person to be on the heel side and the good guy side. Kind of weird. Just kind of, historic and everything. Big ups to Jay, but so we got some history this weekend. Jay Uso and being a back-to-back main event match. Well, I would assume the men's match will be the main event. It should be, but who knows? Because a certain guy's coming back, so that's why. But we'll see what happens with all that. So, that's that. Alright, then we go to the back with Ludwig Kaiser. And, his buddy Giovanni Vinci, or Marcel Barthel and Fabian Aichner in Podium. They argue in the back with Marcel telling Fabian to stay in the back while I handle Johnny Gargano later in a little bit. So we get that. We'll see what happens with that. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. After that, we get a video on Zoe Stark, who has a title match with Mami coming up at Survivor Series for the Raw Women's Championship. Not going to win. Because as we all know, Mami always is on top. The way it should be. The way it should be, because we don't do missionary position here. I gotta find out, what percentage of women, what sexual position is tops for girls? Is it missionary position? Is it on top? Is it, reverse cowgirl, doggy style, scissoring? I don't know what it is, but I like to know the statistics for that. I would assume probably more than half of women either like doggy style or they like riding that riding the big cock, you know what I mean? But who knows? Who knows? They may like something else, I don't know. But yeah, missionary position is boring for a guy and a chick. Well, not so much a chick because, well, I would assume because, the guy's doing all the work. The woman's just standing there, getting off or trying to get off, faking it. I don't know. The guy's getting off. He gets off anyway. But he's doing all the work. It's just stupid, man. Let the girl, you have to have, balance. Guy can't do all the work, doesn't have to really do all the work. Let the girl do, make it half and half. Not 70-50, 40-30, 40-30, whatever it is. 50-50. Okay? But I digress. But anyway, then we go to Marcel Barthel and Johnny Gargano with the Psycho Killer, Tommaso Ciampa at ringside. Pretty decent match. Wasn't great. But in the end, Fabian Aichner comes out when it was not supposed to come out. And causes a distraction, which leads to Johnny Gargano hitting one final beat. 1, 2, 3, in just under 10 minutes. Johnny Gargano gets the win. That's it. And I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. That's it. We move on. Alright, then we go to a segment from early in the day where a bunch of women's tag teams start arguing over who should be the number one contender for the women's tag team belts that Chelsea Green and Piper Niven have. So, poor Anna Pierce whoa. You get a title shot. You get a title shot. Everybody's getting a title shot. I was in that freaking match. But eventually, we get a fatal 4-way number one contenders match later on. And Chelsea's like, I'm going to call Nick Aldis about this. And then Adam Pearce is like, well, tell him I said hi. And then next thing you know, freaking Nick Aldis is right there. It's like, we need to talk. How did you conveniently know you were there? Alrighty then. Let me move on. 2.25 out of 5 stars for that. Then, Mommy and Dom, oh yeah, they run into Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark sitting in their clubhouse. Uh-oh. Zoe, Shayna just stares at Mommy. Ooh, that could be a Royal Rumble match. We'll see. So, she leaves. Zoe loves all the decorations, especially the women's title. Mommy kind of respects, the heart and the guts. Do you have it? Good guts. Okay. It took to kind of do all that, but she's still gonna get her beating at Survivor Series. And she will. Mommy's gonna come out on top, as she always does, because she's not losing that belt till WrestleMania against Jade Cargill. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. Let me move on. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars for that. Alright, after that, number 1 contenders match for the tag team, or the women's tag team belts, Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell, The Way, taking on Rainbow Bright, Tegan Knox, and Natalya. Then you got the makeshift team of Maxine, oh, thank you, and Ivy Nile, and they take on the Dancing Queens, Kaden Carter and Casey Catanzaro, with Chelsea Green and Dewdrop on commentary. Match was great. This was actually probably one of the best women's matches on Raw in a while. This was all over the place. Like, I felt like a car wreck at times. But we get in the end. Ivy powerbombs Tegan and Natalya out of the corner with almost like a Tower of Doom spot, which allows Casey Catanzaro to flip on both of them for a near fall. And then Maxine comes in, cleans house, sets up that Caterpillar taught to her by Otis on Rainbow Bright, Tegan Knox. Then a bridging suplex gives Maxine Dupree a near fall. And then her and Ivy hit a double suplex on Tegan Knox, even though Tegan's like telling her what to do. So kind of a little bit botchy near the end. So both women go up top, but I think it was Ivy got shoved off the top rope. Maxine tries for a high crossbody. She hits it, but then Tegan Knox rolled it over. And 1, 2, 3, they get the win. So Tegan Knox and Natalya get a freaking title shot. God forbid they win. So we get Team Rainbow Bright as the new tag team champions. I hope not, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. And that's pretty much it. Oh, I gotta put on NXT because we're about to start. We're pretty much almost done. So we're gonna give a little live look in as always. And we move on. Alright, so I gave that women's Fatal 4-Way match 3.25 out of 5 stars. I thought it was actually good. But it is what it is. Alright, then we go to the back where Walter, the Intercontinental Champion, is not pleased with, Marcel Barthel's performance. And thinks, maybe I made a mistake putting you in charge. I should have put, your boy, Fabian Aichner, in charge. I'm like, please do not. If they're gonna break up Imperium, why? I mean, if they do, and if they break them up and then they add somebody, like, who do you replace? I think Ludwig Kaiser, Marcel Barthel, is actually going to be the guy. Like, he's gonna get a face turn, or maybe stay heel, and then Giovanni Vinci is gonna be a face. I don't know how it's gonna go, but I really don't give a shit. Alright, so NXT's just about to start. So we got that. Alright, so after that, we had the women's arguing about a tag title shot. Now we get the men. We got, like, the New Day, Alfred Canary with Akinozo Tozawa. Jack Farmer's basic boyfriend. Just kidding. Anyway, Adam Pearce is there again. And next week, we got a tag team turmoil match. So the winner gets a title shot, probably later on. And we get all that. And we move on. Alright, so NXT starts with the Heritage Cup on the line between Noam Dar, the supernova himself, with the rest of Metaphor at ringside, Lash legend, and the beautiful Jakarta Jackson, respectfully, and Oro Menza. Wow, Jakarta and Lash, woo! I love their fit. I love Lash's hat and everything, all like pinkish maroon. I don't know what color that is, but it looks good. Anyway, he's taking on Chad Gable. Oh, thank you. With the rest of Alpha Academy at ringside, Otis, Maxine, and Akira Tozawa at ringside. So, see how this goes. This should be a banger of a match. See how it goes. 6 rounds, three rounds each, as always. Basically a 2 out of 3 falls match, but it goes 6 rounds. If it ends in a draw, the champion wins and retains. Can also win by knockout, submission. Well, basically, if you win by knockout, you win the match. You can get disqualified, which basically ends the match altogether. So we'll see what happens with that. Let me move on. Alright, so Walter's mad at Ludwig Kaiser. What else is new? Alright, so like I said, we've got a tag team turmoil match next week. And then Akira Tozawa grabs I think it was a Detroit Lions, one of those custom belts, the NFL belts. He's carrying it, doing this stupid dance. And everybody's like, oh, wait a minute, oh, hold on, what? Nobody wants to see it, stop! I'm gonna get that, and then everybody leaves, and then Nick Aldis comes out, and it's like, oh yeah, Nick Aldis once again wants to talk to Adam Pearce. I'm like, okay. What do you want to talk about? I don't know why I just quoted Cody on that. It is what it is. Alright, after that, the segment of the night, we have The Miz coming out to chat to Walter face to face. Miz talks about being called the underdog. Walter comes out, doesn't really like Miz, doesn't think anything of the Miz. Miz is just like a mark, basically. Not in his words, but, Miz talks about the past Intercontinental champions he loved as a kid. Macho Man Randy Savage, ooh, yeah! Get it! By the way, it was his birthday the other day. Happy birthday, Randy! Ooh, thank you very much, yeah, get it! What did you do for your birthday? Nothing, I was here in heaven, oh yeah! Did Miss Elizabeth get you a gift? Liz, you got him a gift, right? Well, that's right, I did get him a gift. Randy, you got that gift, right? Oh yeah, I opened it up, and it was great! Thank you, Miss Elizabeth! That's right, Randy. Okay. You guys have fun. Happy birthday, dude. And we move on with that. Alright, so talks about the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, Bret the Hitman Hart, and I'm surprised he mentioned this guy, Ravishing Rick Rude. Should be in the Hall of Fame, by the way. 3 of those guys are in the Hall of Fame. Rick Rude is not. I don't know why. Yes, I think he's not, but if he's not, he should be. But I digress. So Miz I worked and tried for 20 years to become what they were because they're memorable and not a one-note robot like Walter is. Well, not to this voice. So Miz I'm gonna do whatever I can to survive and win because this is what I do. What are you, Mark Henry? Okay. He's tired of the disrespect and he's gonna beat a lesson into Walter. So Walter's like, okay, I see it differently there, dude. Miz is just a fan behind the barricade who got made fun of because he loved wrestling, so he tried to get into the business. Then everybody else started bullying him because he doesn't belong in the sport. I'm telling you, wrestling is a sport, not sports entertainment. Wrestling is a God-forsaken sport. That's why I call it pro wrestling. But I digress. Anyway, Instead, you belong behind the barricade with the other weirdos, like the fans. I was like, oh, he was about to say Mark. He was about to say Marks. You know, he was like on the cusp of saying it. I was like, please say Marks. Please say Marks. Because that's what all you fans are. Marks. I'm not a mark. I'm a fan. There's two different things. It's different with me. I'm a fan. I might be an Adam Cole mark and a Bucks mark, Kenny mark, you know, AEW mark, whatever you want to call it, but I'm a fan. I'm still a fan, no matter what. But some of you people, you really are fucking marks, like MJF would say. You fucking mark! Well, me and my buddy Mark, we're gonna riot. Good old Triple H. Get along. Anyway, so then the fans chant USA, USA. Gunther starts mocking that, almost Iron Sheik style. Ah, fuck you, USA! Ah! Puh! Cheeky baby. So we get all that. Match hasn't been that bad. It's round 2, about to be the end of round 2, and Chad Gable tries the almost like the tarantula with the arm over the top rope, and then Oro Mensah just kicked Chad Gable in the face behind the referee's back. Noam Dar hits the supernova kick. 1, 2, and 3. He wins the fall with 38 seconds left, so he's up 1 fall to 0. So as we go to round 3. I'm surprised, like, the referees, like Alpha Academy, the rest of Alpha Academy, like, oh, what happened? And Fika Tozawa now is going like, oh, you didn't see that? What were you looking at, man? I think Gable will win the next fall, probably in round 3 or maybe round 4, and I think he will lose probably round 5 or 6. There's no way, I don't really think Chad Gable's going to win the Heritage Cup. I just don't think so. But then again, we'll see. And we move on. Alright, so Walter mocks the USA, says Miz hasn't been bullied enough. Then he gets in Miz's face, starts, shoving him, really pissing off Miz to the point, it's like, come on, Mike! Oh, he said Mike. That's his real name, Mike Mizanin. He's like, come on, Mike, stand up for yourself, lad, come on! So Miz like, he couldn't take no more. So when the going gets tough, basically you can kiss his ass, slugs Walter right in the mouth, and then Walter promptly boots him right in the face, and then he stands over him with the title, and then Miz kicks him right in the nuts, and then freaking Michael Cole's marking the fuck out. Come on, Miz! Do it for the weirdos, Miz! Come on! Calm down, Cole. You fucking mark, calm down. Jesus Christ. And then Miz hits the skull-crushing finale. The fans are going completely berserk. So, man, that was one hell of a promo battle between Miz and Walter. Not as great as Adam Page basically ripping Swerve a new a-hole. Oh, man, that was savage. That match was freaking brutal. Whew. I'm still having nightmares about that match. And then freaking Swerve goes on freaking Instagram and his Twitter machine, freaking showing all the freaking scars that he has from the barbed wire and the freaking staples. Ugh. That man is fucking hardcore. But Adam Page is one sick bastard for drinking his blood, Swerve's blood. We shouldn't even call him Cowboy. We shouldn't even call him Cowboy. Cowboy Hangman Adam Page. We should, doing cowboy shit. No, we should call him Vampire Adam Page. Basically call him Dracula without biting anybody. Call him Beelzebub. Well, I can't call him Beelzebub. Call him, Nosferatu. That was fucking sick, man. You sick fuck, Adam Page. You sick fuck. It kind of feels like when Ospreay licked his arm, licked the blood off his arm in that match with Kenny. And then I remember way back in the day. I think it was Trent. I think it was Trent Acid. I don't remember who it was. Maybe Madman Pondo cut his arm wide open. On a he cut his arm wide open. Blood just spraying out of his arm. He's like Jesus. No, sorry. Gotta do like my good buddy John Zandig. Jesus! That was the old days of CCW. I mean, I've seen some people do that in GCW and ICW, No Holds Barred, and other deathmatch federations. People are fucking sick. Freaking licking up the other person's blood. I mean, women are doing it. I mean, Ryu Yamashita's doing it. Like, ew, you crazy bitch. I mean, don't you guys worry about AIDS? Or something else, I don't know. Licking each other's blood. You better be the same blood type. Just saying. Chad Gable's going up for a superplex. And I think we almost got a pin there. Because Gable came down. I think Noam Dar tried, to hook the legs for the win, and then Chad Gable, kind of reversed it, but then the timer ran out, so the round ends in a draw. So now we're going to round number 4 of 6. This match hasn't been that bad. These guys are spent, man. Feels like an Iron Man match with 6 rounds in it. 2 out of 3 falls with an Iron Man type mentality. I don't know what it is. Alright, so I think this is round 4. Fight! And we got that. We move on. Alright, so Miz gets the upper hand on Walter. Great fucking segment. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Probably the best thing that happened on this godforsaken show. And that's pretty much it. Alright, then we see Seth freaking Rollins and Jey Uso in the back. And Seth's giving Jey a pep talk. He's like, come on, Jey, you can do it! Just do it like Roman would do it! Pretty much. Pretty much, and that's pretty much it. Alright, then we get dueling promos from another big fat man, big beefy man, gonna be slapping meat in that ring next week, and that's Ivar and Bronson Reed. So, they better nail down the ring. And that's pretty much it. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Then we go to Shinsuke Nakamura. Gotta do that move. Take it on Chad Gable. Oh, thank you. With the rest of Alpha Academy at ringside. Pretty decent match. Nothing great. To get the Kinshasa gets counted into the Chaos Theory suplex for a near fall. And then a dragon suplex. Drops Nakamura again. Gable goes up top for that moonsault. And Nakamura got his boots up. But Chad comes back with the ankle lock. And Shinsuke makes the ropes. Cole says Kurt Angle made the ankle lock famous. No shit! It's like, oh, the RKO was made famous by Randy Orton. No, it wasn't. It was made famous by a certain guy named Ace Steel and another guy named Diamond Dallas Page, will get perfected by me. So, you want to talk about diamond cutters? The originator and the inventor was still those guys, but the man who now makes it more better than those guys combined is me. And some of you need a Gilmore cutter. On the pavement. And through a pane of glass, too. Holy shit. But it is what it is. Some of you have no balls, but it is what it is. We move on. Alright, so after that, they get back up. Chad Gable has to stop himself from going into the exposed turnbuckle, which Nakamura took down. So I think he grabbed the turnbuckle and knocked it off. I don't know what happened with that. So he stops himself from going into the exposed turnbuckle, but then Nakamura with a fruit roll up, 1, 2, 3 in under 12.5 minutes. And We get that. Ooh! Oh man! Just saw end of round number. I think this is round number 4. Just ended, and gets saved by the bell. It's all right because they saved by the bell. So I believe this is round 5, and Noam Dar with a freaking lethal fucking kick near the end of the freaking round knocked Gable the fuck out, and he got saved by the bell. And now Gable with the Chaos Theory suplex 1, 2, and 3 that quick. 18 seconds. This match is tied at 1. And now Maxine Dupree and Lash Legend start talking, and referee was trying to calm things down. Noam Dar with a sucker punch right behind the referee's back. Can't do anything about it. And now we're going to the 6th and final round. The winner gets the Heritage Cup, basically. So Dar is saying something, I think, to Ora Menza or to a fan. I don't know what's going on here. I think Dar's gonna win because it's gonna end in a draw. Like, Gable will probably get the pin, with 0 seconds on the clock. Or he'll get the pin, it's got 2, 1, There'll probably be a rematch at Deadline. I don't know how you could do a rematch of a Heritage Cup match, but, match hasn't been that bad. Blade Buster! By Chad Gable. He breaks out an El Generico move. Generico used to do that on the turnbuckle. Gable goes for a splash. Dar saw it coming, locks him in the triangle choke. And then Gable with a brute strength picks Dar up for a power bomb. And just falls right on top of him. 1, 2, and no. Told you this match was going to be a banger. Let me move on. Alright, so Shinsuke gets the win over Chad Gable. What are you going to do? We do hear from him earlier in the night. He's like, I'm ready. I think it was after Raw. He's like, I'm waiting for you. Where are you? Why you, I was like, who's he talking to? Everybody still think it's Punk. It's not Punk. Stop. Punk is not going to be in Chicago. People's like, oh, he's in Chicago already. Well, duh, he lives there. If he's not in the arena on Saturday night, then you all need to shut the fuck up. Unless he arrives at 10:55 at night. Like he sneaks in through the freaking building. Dar tried to steal one. Tiger uppercut. Throat thrust. 56 seconds left. Gable tries for a move. Dar with a kind of weird pin. I don't know what he's doing here. Looks like a reverse border toss. I don't know. Oh, he kind of reversed it into a slam. That was nice. 1, 2, and oh! Gable came close. 34 seconds left. I think this match is going to end in a draw. We'll have to see. Gable's going for the moonsault. Dar trying to get his knees up. Gable saw it. Locks in the ankle lock. In the middle of the fucking ring. Dar reverses it, but Gable comes back, counters it. 10 seconds left. Can Dar... Oh, look like he tapped out. Oh. Now he grapevines the leg. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and no. Now he taps out, but it was the match is over. So, great ending to the match. Gable thinks he won, but he did not win. And, so the match ends 1 fall each. 6 rounds are over. Noam Dar retains the Heritage Cup as Kelly Kincaid's about to announce. So basically, in the event of a tie, the Heritage Cup still goes to the owner and everything. So your winner, still NXT Heritage Cup champion, Noam Dar. And that's pretty much it. I think Gable will get a rematch. Because this match has to go again. We have to run it back. This match was fabulous. Banger. Bang her. But it is what it is. Alright, let's finish this off. Let's get back to NXT. Alright, so I gave them, Shinsuke and Chad Gable, I gave 3 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, then we see Damian Priest telling Drew not to blow it in the Advantage match. And then we get a Survivor Series rundown, a video on War Games. You know, Black Sabbath once again doing the theme. Somebody said that Raw had a new theme last night. I didn't even notice. But I didn't really care. And once again, Oro Mensah thinks he's great. And now he's getting the crap bit out of him by Otis. And then, oh boy, Lash Legends in the ring. Yeah, I would puke too. Otis is dancing. And Lash like, you shit, you fat guy, talk to the hand. And then Maxie just slaps her right in the face. And then falls into Otis's arms, and Lash like, oh no! That would be her worst nightmare. Uy. Having big fat Otis, like, stick his tongue down your throat. I mean, I feel bad for Mandy Rose. I felt bad for that. I mean, his Georgia Peach. Having to kiss that. Ugh. Ugh. Nothing wrong with that, but anyway, we move on. That's that. Alright, JBL is here to announce our, the men and his picks for the Iron Survivor qualifying matches. So, we got Carmelo Hayes. And when he shoots, well, he misses sometimes. But Carmelo is going to be in a qualifying match. It's his first choice, and he's going up against probably Lexus King, I bet. No, it's going to be Josh Briggs. Really? Really? Come on. You know Melo is probably going to win this match because Trick's in the match now with Dominic Dijak. So, probably going to be Trick, Melo, and Dijak. And on the women's side, we have Blair Davenport. Okay. Who's she taking on? Probably Gigi? Next week, we got Jerry the King Lawler. Alright, so we got Blair Davenport against Thea Hale of Chase U. We'll see what happens with that. We already have Lash Legend and who's the first one in? Tiffany Stratton, of course. Daddy! Okay. So we got that. So JBL's matches for later on. Should be good. Now we have Xia Li making her way to the ring. And I think up next we got the Women's Championship match. Yeah, we do. It is up next. Lyla Valkyria defending the NXT Women's Championship against Xia Li. I think we all know who's going to win here. And that's it. But it hasn't been a good start for NXT. That Heritage Cup match was good. It's good. That's that. Alright. So after that, we go back to Raw. So after the rundown of Survivor Series and the video on War Games, we get Sami Zayn, Sammy Generico. Can't get anyone from SmackDown. Couldn't get Kevin Owens, like I said. Cody's like, yeah, I called him. He picked up. He answered, and he's in. So it was like, oh, he's in. Kind of like McLovin. It's in. It's really in. Oh my God. McLovin. No, I can't say McLovin like that, man. McFly! Oh, konnichiwa-san! Read my thoughts! No, I'm fine! Buddy, what is this? Oh, it's just a prank, it's just a job prank. Anytime I can recite a line from probably one of the best movies ever in the 80s, Back to the Future, it's a good time. A good time. McFly! Okay. So gullible, McFly. Anyway, we move on. Alright, so Cody's guy will be coming out pretty soon. I think we all know who it is. And that's it. Alright, finally, we get to the main event of the evening. The Advantage match. Jey Uso and Drew McIntyre. Pretty good match. I was thinking there was going to be chicanery at the end of the match, but getting to the end, Cole just breaks down the rules for the War Games match. Did we just see that video? God damn you, Cole. You need to go to bed. Come on now. Jey Uso misses a discus lariat and gets neck breakered. Ouch. Down. Drew goes for the Claymore, gets cut off by a super kick for a near fall. But Drew comes right back with the Future Shock DDT. 1, 2, 3, clean pin. Who knew? So Drew gets the win and the advantage for Judgment Day, which we could have saw coming. Usually the heels get the advantage anyway in a War Games match. Rarely you see the faces get the advantage. Probably what's going to happen on Friday night. I think Team Damage Control will win the advantage match. But we'll see. I think it might be Kairi versus Shotzi. I don't know who it's going to be. Probably Shotzi will be in the match. And, Shotzi will be like, I can do it. And then next thing you know, like Bayley's things like, oh, I'll fight her. And then maybe like Io, Asuka, and Kairi like, oh, I don't know. Oh, go ahead. He's talking Japanese. Bayley's like, whoa, what? And then Dakota Kai's like, they say you're in. Good luck. Okay. And then probably be some chicanery near the end. Probably the main event match on SmackDown. And I think Bayley would somehow win the match to get the advantage, but at War Games, she's gonna take the pin, and then, goodbye! No more Damage Control after Saturday night. The Black Lotus Triad will officially be born, and then Bayley becomes a face. And that's pretty much it. And we move on. Alright, so Drew wins clean. Match was pretty good, 3.25 out of 5 stars. And then after the match, everybody comes out for a big beatdown. Well, clear the ring and everything. Cody gets on the mic, says, we have our 5th member. It's somebody I have a legacy with. The fans like, oh, it's Randy! I'm like, please don't be Randy. Please don't be Randy. Make it, Cody's like lying. Cody's capping. And he's like, no, they're not prey because they have the Apex Predator. Oh my god, now it's Randy. I mean, who else could be the Apex Predator? What is it? Hey, my cousin's on! Hey, how you doing, my cousin? Tony D'Angelo and Stacks. They're talking, I don't know where they are. I think they're at an Italian restaurant. Probably getting a chicken palm hero for $2. So we got that. So, yeah, they're at a brick house. Yeah, they're in a restaurant with a brick oven. They're at a definite Italian restaurant, brick oven pizza and everything. Talking to some guy named Frank. Going to the kitchen, into, basically an Italian restaurant. Like a brick oven pizza house. So we got that. They're talking to Frank. Now they got that chick with the other 2 guys who look like Dons and shit. They go in, it's like, oh shit, surprise! Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I think her name, well, her real name I think is Anna Dexter, but I think her actual name is something with an A in it, Angie. I thought it was Big Ange, but it's not Angie, it's not Big Ange. But, I don't know her, I really won't remember her name. But anyway, she's part of the family now, so, hey, So she toasts the underboss, the Don of NXT. So basically, let's eat, that's it. That's pretty good. So we'll see what happens with that. Now, it's Trick Mellow time. Alright, let me finish this off. Alright, so Cody basically says that, the Apex Predator, you're not hearing voices in your head because the people are right, throws down the mic. Randy doesn't come out. We thought that Randy was going to be there, but Randy's going to be there on Saturday night. The pop is going to be epic for his return. And I know Team Cody's going to win. I think JD McStupido is gonna take the pin. Probably after an RKO from the top of the cage. I don't know. Or maybe JD McStupido tries to dive off the top of the cage right into a fucking Gilmore cutter. If it was, if I was in that match, I'd put him through fucking glass. Make it more hardcore. Or I would just take him to the top, get some fucking explosives, and put him through the explosives with a Gilmore cutter. But I'm too hardcore. I'm too violent, But anyway, all right. So Trick and Mello kind of come to an agreement. They shake hands. Trick wishes Mello luck in his match with Josh Briggs. He's like, if I win, I'm coming for that. I'm coming for that belt. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win the match. Blah 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 blah. And Trick's like, I understand that. So no real mention of like, oh Trick, what happened? What happened last week or two with Lexis King and freaking Mello? Like, what's going on? All right, so Lyra just got knocked the fuck out by Xia Li right before the match started during the entrance. Xia looks knocked the fuck out. The medics are coming out. Xia looks like she got knocked for a loop. Grabbing her head, like, what decade am I in? Where am I? Is this Ireland? Somebody get me my shillelagh. I'm seeing the Lucky Chimes. They're magically delicious. I'm going on to the limbo. Okay. Yeah, it's like, ooh. Lyra's out. She is knocked the fuck out. So I don't know if they're going to do the match. We'll see. If they don't do it, I probably would think they're going to do it at Deadline. And then Lyra will get her revenge. And we'll see what happens with all that. Alright, so that ends Monday Night Raw. And, it was a pretty meh Raw. So I gave it 6.25 out of 10 stars. Then we know what you guys think down below. And that's pretty much it. So we're on the road to Survivor Series this Saturday. Got a little speed bump on the way. Gotta get through NXT tonight. And then really, after that, minus Thanksgiving Eve Dynamite tomorrow night, which should be fucking epic from Chicago. I think it's at the United Center, I think. I don't even know. And then, we eat Thanksgiving dinner, get fat. And then SmackDown in Chicago Friday night, live. And then we got Rampage. Not from Chicago. Well, I don't know where Rampage is. I think Rampage is from Chicago on Friday night, but that's going to be, I don't know, that's probably going to be taped. I think it's taped. I don't think it's going to be live. Then Collision will be in Pittsburgh, or Schittsburg, Pennsylvania, live on Saturday night. Pretty much nobody's going to watch it, because everybody's going to watch the Survivor Series, which could possibly be a very good Survivor Series, probably one of the most talked about Survivor Series in WWE history. And I think it's the 32nd or 33rd Survivor Series. Something like that. I think Mike Cole said a 30-something, I don't know how many years. But, long time. Survivor Series has been a staple in the WWF, WWE for like over 30 years at least. So, should be good. Will Punk be there? Doubt it. I doubt it. But I know one thing, Randy Orton will be there giving out Gilmore colors galore in that cage. And then we'll see where he ends up. It's going to probably be on Raw because basically, it's a Raw match. I thought it was going to be Raw versus SmackDown, but nobody's on SmackDown, but the SmackDown is the women's match. I was hoping we get Raw versus SmackDown in the Survivor Series, but maybe next year. Maybe. We'll see. But, all in all, yeah, I think Randy will stay on Raw, probably go after the World Heavyweight Champion, whoever that might be, maybe Seth Rollins. I think Randy's going to turn heel. I'm telling you now, I think Randy's going to turn heel. He's going to be all happy, like, happy-go-lucky Randy, beating everybody up. He might be the last guy in the cage. Because I think Cody, is it going to be Cody or Randy as the final guy inside the cage for Team Cody? I think the final guy for Judgment Day will probably be Poppy Priest or Finn. Because I don't think it's going to be Dom Dom. Maybe Drew. I think the first guy in is going to be JD McSupido or Dom Dom. Kind of like the weak links, so they put him in there like, oh, go ahead. But I think in the end, Randy Orton is going to turn on Cody, probably either after the match or during the match, like what happened last year where Sami Zayn helped out Roman. We all thought that he was going to turn on Roman, and he helped Roman kick, Kevin Owens right in the nuts. And the Bloodline won War Games. So I'm thinking we're going to get something like that this year on Saturday night. I think Randy, because he hasn't forgot what happened with Jey Uso. And Jey Uso, if you saw during that end segment, Jay's like, uh-oh. He was like looking at Cody really like, you son of a bitch. Why did you pick him? So you don't forget, he knows all about Randy and Matt Riddle way back. So we got all that. And we move on with that. But Randy will turn on Cody, and I think that's going to lead up to probably something later this December, or I have no idea what's happening with that. Alright, so we get a recap of what happened to Lyra after what Xia Li did. And now we got Idris Enofe and Malik Blade, the Job Squad, taking on the Mexican Wolves, Humberto Carrillo, and Angel Garza, and just tag team action player. Nothing. I thought it was gonna like a number one contender match. I don't even know what this match is. I don't even know why this match is even happening. So that's pretty much it. All right, I'm gonna go, guys. Thanks for watching. 6.25 out of 10 stars for Raw, and that's pretty much it. All right, I'm gonna watch the rest of NXT. Gonna have my sensible dinner. Maybe I'll do an NXT review later on tonight on my Peter Joseph channel. Who knows right now? But we'll see what happens with all that. And that's it. So hit the bell, get notified when those videos go up. And that will be it. Tomorrow we got Dynamite, and we'll be doing Dynamite review. And then Thursday we got Thanksgiving. I will be doing a Thanksgiving vlog on the Shadows Lair, episode number 12. Just wishing everybody a happy Thanksgiving. And then pretty much that's it. I'm just going to do it really quick before, I go out for Thanksgiving and everything. And then pretty much going to be watching football all day. And eating good food. And that's that. And then Friday we got SmackDown. We got Rampage. Really nothing else there. So I'll probably do SmackDown and Rampage. Finally do SmackDown and a Rampage review the same night. Instead of doing AEW Collision and Rampage. So switch it up a little bit this weekend. And then Saturday, I will be doing my Survivor Series predictions on episode 13, Lucky 13. Well, maybe Lucky 13. On Saturday afternoon. And then Saturday night, I will be doing a Survivor Series review. And then Sunday, your Collision review. No Ring of Honor review this week because it's on Thanksgiving and I'm not watching it, so. But everything will be back to normal on Monday. Back to normal for Raw. And all that other good shit. But this is a weird... Damn. Garza, got the gory special, and then, freaking Humberto Carrillo came in with a damn wicked move. That's a crazy move. Holy crap. That was good. It was good. That's up. Alright, I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching, everybody. Until next time, go fuck yourselves, and peace.